listening to Her Authentically Speaking. Today's topic is about forgiveness, which I feel we need to do and speak more on struggling with forgiving others in silence and ourselves alone. Definitely will speak on my experience this topic and speak some factual truths to help us better our own confidence as well. I believe that you're starting to understand that forgiveness is about releasing the weight of resentment, not requiring someone else's validation and apology, and embracing the freedom that comes with letting go. Now, before I get started, I want to spill some reasonable tea on how I came across with this topic. So, as I was walking my fur babies around town, right, and I was scrolling through Facebook, I came across this post saying how she's not forgiving anybody who hasn't acknowledged their wrongdoings, and people needs to start taking accountability of their actions. Apologies matter, accountability matters, and disrespect don't need to be overlooked to keep the peace. Being related don't mean nothing. Nothing in trauma is not an excuse of the choice to harm someone. I hope I'm repeating it right. Now, I may not say word for word on the post, but me speaking on what I remember from the post was said enough. But for my friendly watchers can see and read the post, my thoughts on this post resonate with me deeply. Because I walked through that same path of pain, from betrayal, broken promises, and hurtful words. But through therapy and affirmations, I experienced a profound shift perspective, and through the healing is a daily journey for me. I've made significant strides towards a brighter future. And that's why I want to personally share this with you, because I am optimistic that it may either help or boost your confidence in yourself on the decision-making process. I feel that you need to realize that forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. You can move forward with your life without actually hearing, I apologize, I'm sorry, please forgive me, yada, 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 bada, bada. You know, this is how I feel, so hold me with grace. You see how badly they hurt you with no remorse, constantly over and over again, right? What made you think when they're asking for forgiveness for the second, fourth, maybe 10th or 1,000,000th times, what makes you believe it'll mean anything behind it? Because I feel like we all say things we don't mean. We're human. We make mistakes, right? However, let's be real here. Mistakes only takes one time. After that one time, and depending on the mistake, far as, you know, I accidentally ate your last cookie out the jar, picked up the wrong key off the shelf, something that's tiny enough to easy get talked over, okay, cool, that's nothing, you know. But the big disrespect, you know, calling you harshly named, disrespecting the boundaries after being clear on those terms, that's not to be crossed, but they do it anyway for the second, fifth, and 20th time. Now, that is no mistake at that case. It's giving a big F you, I'm going to treat you like dirt, and don't give a ham sandwich. In the midst of that moment, it gets to a point where you're not going to want to hear it or expect it. I mean, you would think. And I will start slowly to think, okay, this how you mean what you said. This how you truly feels about me. And you mean to hurt me on the way you're treating me. Now, it may be the ones who don't even think to apologize or give an explanation, which that's the most clearest validation, and, you know, in my opinion, of people treat you exactly how they feel about you. And that's okay. Have that right. People have that right to feel entitled of their feelings. However, I'd rather for a person to say it. I don't do the subliminal stuff, like be straight up. But pretending, quote unquote, care about someone, whether it's family, friends, then you disrespect someone every chance you get, ma'am, sir, that's not loving and caring. Like, you don't emotionally abuse or physically abuse someone you love or care for a person. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how anybody trying to dress up the bull crap. If people believe in hurting people they love and care about, and then after the heat calms down, it's supposed to be kumbaya like nothing happened, that person is either delulu, or 9 times out of 10, a wounded individual that needs true healing. Because it's giving a huge spit in your face that as they handed you a napkin to wipe the spit off your cheek, they're rubbing your back so lovely saying, I love you so much. Just to cover up the abuse and everything to everything to go back to normal. Sorry, not sorry. This is no Ike and Tina, and I will not eat the cake. Why search for an apology where you can say it to yourself for even placing yourself in that situation or even having that kind of energy in your life? Like, girl, wake up. We will never be what we once were after an awful disrespect situation. And I will never expect anything from you. Then the real question is, why do you think after the apology is said, it'll be any different? Oh, because you love them. You care about them. That's my bestie. Oh, that's the love of my life. And I'm going to stand beside them. Hey, well, at the end of the day, we're family. I'm a ride or die. I'm loyal to my day ones. Y'all gone. So, Mr. Ride or Die, how that's working for you? Okay. The next disrespect might be worse than the first one. Then next thing you know, you're getting dragged over and over and over and over and over again until you have nothing left. You're being drained, dry. Stop disappointing yourself. And most importantly, stop disrespecting yourself. This is why self-love and knowing your worth is overly important. It's no way you love yourself. Having easy access for others just to drag you down, leaving you scarred. How you feel about yourself is the same type of environment you have set for yourself. Now, hear me clearly, and please work with me in grace, and know that I'm coming from a place out of love and peace, with rawness as I go now, because I don't, I'm not with the Delulu land, okay? This is not Disneyland Bikini Bottom. I used to be the queen of gifting people the benefit of the doubt because of me being understanding of a person's past and learning how to cope with the person present and situation. I am a loving person. I have a kind soul and a very beautiful heart. Even though I don't know your past from your erotic actions, I can already tell that we weren't raised the same way. I don't judge. In any manner, I do not judge. If I roll with you, I'm down with you through thick and thin. If I allow you in my circle, we argue, fuss, and fight about it. It is what it is. We don't need no resolution because I'm big on loyalty. At that time, I thought that was me showing how much we're tight no matter what. But I also learned having those qualities can definitely get bruised super deeply. Start growing up, realizing that you were just in a generational curse phase. And mindset be filled with contacted, leaving you in the dark, having you created your own trauma bonds like they did with you. And as if toxic and unhealthy habits and behaviors are a normal thing because of the type of people you surround yourself with or the type of people you kept around. No judgment, because having nobody to tell you, show you different ways of dealing with disagreements or just a specific lifestyle period. Especially if you're a minor, and what else you supposed to know? A parent or any guardian could say all day long, do what I say, not what I do, but fail to realize you're the walking billboard yourself. Kids is the easiest magnet. They just don't listen, they're watching, and then soon they'll do a copy and paste. And I don't even have kids, and I know that. But I say that in a sense of being an understanding person and having that mentality that nobody's perfect, and I sure wasn't. I had my issues too. It may not be big or smallish. The others, during the healing process, that mentality got dried up to where I can be in a place where I can love you from a far distance. And depending on the spot I carry you in my life, my heart, I will carry you with grace and also be there for you 911 urgently if needed, and celebrate your wins and wipe your tears, be your shoulders to cry on. However, after the job is done, I carry on about my business and my bubble and float on. Don't mean you love them any less. It's me standing on business, on my peace and my mental wellness. Some people may think you're acting different or acting like you're above like you're ahead of them. Focus on your own path and let others navigate theirs. Your journey's worth isn't defined by their opinions. What's understood do not need an explanation. I was at a point in my life where I was trying to be this woman I am today and still have my circle locked in. I felt this path is about me and for me, nobody else. This is my journey to walk through. I don't expect nobody to take these steps with me or follow the same steps. I'm pretty sure it may be some who can relate of this thought process that I'm about to say. If anything come my way, I can communicate my needs and boundaries in a better state. And hey, they can be whoever they are, do whatever, whenever, to whoever. But as long as my boundaries are not being crossed, hey, by all means, do what you do. And plus, I trusted with the utmost confidence that it will be respected and we could be still tight and everything could be just fine. And that is what you call being addicted to the poisons and being in Delulu land without being in full reality. Even though I can honestly say, even though I wasn't even trying to be delusional, it was just me thinking again, quote unquote, how they treat you is exactly how they feel about you. So it don't have to be agreeable, but the respect that you have with one another, it wouldn't be hard to achieve anything to keep the relationship bond, locked in by any means, just my way of thinking at that time. But it switched the whole 360 on me and definitely slapped me off guard. I can honestly say it did not feel good at all. It was a lot of hurt and pain and yes, disappointments, everything that I was confident in, it just slapped me in my face clear as day. At the same time, call me crazy. At the same time, I was happy that it happened in a sense because I asked God and had faith in Him as I promised Him through the process that I'm holding your hand through the path. I'll do the work and you expose the way for me, expose my alignments, expose the things that I was in the blind side with. I wanted God to test me, quiz me, and yeah, He did. He sure did. He had me thinking like, dang, where was I when all this was happening? So yes, the exposure that had taken place of me, realizing that, okay, boom, here I am in this journey. I'm capable enough to go this route. I'm capable enough to express my needs, express my wants, and hold myself in power to make moves in a better outcome. Me sitting back replaying everything, then to now, put me in a wake-up call that it's time to get in active mode to do some cleansing and some regulation in my circle. Because it's no way that people have no validation of reasons of the disrespect that was constantly happening and thinking it's acceptable. And even if a person did do something wrong, it's a way to handle things and communicate your thoughts and feelings without being rudely nasty and insulting people. Because at that point, you're just talking to yourself of your own reflection. And that's why I don't bother to reciprocate that kind of energy that take too much of my time. And that's no shade, no tea, no Kool-Aid, no tap water, no Fiji water. That's just the facts, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Have I slipped up a tad bit? Yes, I have. I'm human. However, those tiny slips is way better than my old ways. And in my opinion at that time, because, some may needed their reality check appointment on, excuse my French. Let them know, do not let this change fool you. I will still get you together real quick while I'm sitting pretty. Okay? But after time passed, I learned that, okay, them suffering alone with their own demons while you're moving higher is enough. The fact that I took the time to step back to see and take notes what I still need to work on, forgiving myself and having patience with myself, asking God for forgiveness and knowing what to do on the next go round is still a win. What Michelle Obama said, when they go high, No. When they go low, you go higher. My bad. So when people choose to be nasty, I know how to keep my composure and still be respectful. And nowadays, I just go on about my business by walking away, hang up, press the block, don't reply. I don't even care to even read messages or anything that's not aligned with my aura. I be too busy to even fool with the pigs in the mud. Okay, and that's just me being real. I don't allow myself into poor energy. Why would I take the time, the opportunities of this new day that God given me to be rude and nasty, where I could put that same time and energy into my businesses or put into myself by planning my next motion, get a tour from Starbucks and make a phone call to God about the motion I have in mind. And then while I'm waiting on his calling, read a book, read the Bible, do some journaling, get into mine with arts and crafts, play with my fur babies, learn something new in life, do a coloring book, watch That's So Raven while I'm planning my next vlog, drink a fresh glass of water with fresh lemon, for crying out loud, listen to a podcast. Like, you see how the list can go on. Anything that makes me feel good or anything that's aligned to my life, period, I make time for it. I don't make time for that type of shenanigans, like, at all. I be so into my blessings that's in front of me. You have to realize that people don't have the same qualities as you do. You can't really do nothing about it but to feel bad and wish the best for them. Hopefully they will find their way and get the experience of the position of peace and happiness and joy that you're in yourself. I had to forgive those people that, hey, hurt people hurt people. Misery loves company. It's also some people out here that don't know other ways to live in peace and be happy or change their toxic ways. I'm blessed to not only found another way, but stay consistent with it and also wanting the growth, the best mentality and healthy, loving bonds with myself. I walk it like I talk it, as the Migos. You can't go searching for happiness and love if you don't have it with yourself, because it starts with you. Period. And people fail to realize that. And you align yourself with your own self-reflection. And those that don't align with you, trust me when I say you will always be the villain. So be aware of that. It's people who never had the same steps to learn and get where you are today. When it's outside their norm, it's like reading a book in Chinese or being in the middle of nowhere with no map, no phone, no nothing, but lost. Okay, so it makes them think to go back in their stuck ways because they'll forever be stuck. Now, I'm making it clear. I want to make this like perfectly clear. Now, I'm nowhere near putting down people's trauma and past experience that brought them into the kind of pain with the generational curse or whatever that made them act on their behalf. I'm nowhere judging or putting down them people. It's not their fault at all. Like it wasn't my fault with my mistakes. However, I had to learn the hard way and also learn with lots and lots of discipline that we are not the one that caused the pain nor the one that planted the seed or baked the seed for 8 to 10 months. So I don't care what they say or who they are. I am not your scapegoat. I am not your punching bag. I will never make it my responsibility to deal with it. It should not be on your to-do list at all. That's why we have therapy, healing, meditation, yoga, journaling, prayer, counseling, etc. This goes on and on and on. We have all these opportunities to help you grow. Telling myself over and over and over again that, listen, girl, it's okay to say no. It's okay to shut that door of chaos and leave people right where they at in peace. I be having my own mental health to protect and energy to keep balance and over to maintain. Meaning my peace, my values, my world, my soul, my veins alone is so expensive. I don't have time to give out discounts or no free handouts, okay? If someone's presence is not adding up or above to the life that you already had set up for yourself alone, then they do not belong there, period. So yes, forgiveness and silence is the best forgiveness you can have. It's a powerful tool to use. Nobody should be worth holding anger inside. Let that go. If you want to hear forgive me so badly, look at yourself in the mirror, admire yourself, then hug yourself. And while you're doing that, close your eyes and say to self, I love you so much. Please, I forgive you. We got this. I trust you. I believe in you. I am proud of you, queen. Take a couple of breathers. Feel that deep love inside you got for yourself. Admire it. Don't rush that feeling. Admire it. Take the time to feel that soft love. And then you open your eyes and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am worthy of a happy, peaceful, joyful life. And I would not let anyone detain that from me. I deserve better. Trust me. Once you do that constantly, I bet you won't ever expect or wait on anything less than your standards ever again. I promise you that. I appreciate you for tuning in today's episode. Please do not forget to share, comment, follow to stay connected with me. And do not forget, this is not a judgment zone. This is her authentically speaking. And you will subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's Her Authenticity, where you can watch vlogs, my YouTube shorts. And thank you so much, and we'll talk to you later. And God bless you.